Hello and welcome to Good Home Training, where we have sharp takes and soft landings on blackness, pop culture mess, and the state of everything. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Ashley.
Let's check in. Hello, Ashley.
Hey, what's up, girl?
You know, we're just trying to stay warm in these streets.
Oh, tell me about it.
It's a little cold outside all across the country.
A little. It's cold as fuck, man. It's crazy.
And I had the audacity to go outside last night. I mean, I don't regret it, but I'm like, oh, I won't be doing that again. There's just no need to do that.
No. It's like you step outside and the cold just stings the lungs.
It feels like you're being literally slapped.
Yes.
That's how cold it is. Like people are just like, oh, it's cold. No, it's cold, babes. Like it's not even the snow for me. I don't care that much about the snow, but the cold is. It's called the Windy City, so it feels great in the summer, but imagine it feels like daggers in the winter.
Truly, daggers.
But besides that, doing well. You know, I feel like this year started out like slow and intentionally, which I love for me. I don't feel like I'm working too hard, which I also love. So yeah, it's just been a nice slow start. I also say like all the like TV shows are coming back. It's also award season, which we're gonna get into like all of that today. And so I'm like, I'm really busy right now. Like my pop culture schedule is full actually. So
yeah, we're busy with the things that really matter.
Like, exactly. Correct.
Outside of an office. Yeah, that's good. I love that. I think I texted you the other day, like my full-time job is kind of getting in the way of my fun-time job because all I want to talk about is all the stuff that's starting at the top of the year, all the awards and the trailers and all the things, but it's okay. I'm gonna wait. That's why we have this pod.
The audacity. It is why we have this pod.
The audacity of me to get a salary somewhere. Like,
God damn it. Universal basic income now.
Like now. I need it. Give me my handout.
Like,
I need my shit.
We've suffered enough.
Truly. And we just work so hard. We work so hard. And I have a couple things that I want to vent about. One being, why do we still have single-ply toilet paper in office bathrooms? Oh. It feels oppressive. It feels racist. And it just feels wrong. Even if it's racist against women? All people.
Yeah, but it's also like, especially to women, like...
Yes. Why is that even invented anymore?
Why is it even invented anymore? Why is it? We went through COVID. We know how we as a country feel about toilet paper.
Like, if I'm ready to box somebody in the middle of a Costco to get double ply, like, then what do you think I'm going to do if I'm in an office under fluorescent lights all damn day and you give me computer paper to wipe my ass with?
Literally,
I don't want this.
I'm rioting.
I'm over it. I'm over it. So that's a thing that's really bothering me. That's really bothering me. And also, this is crazy, but just on the topic of the cold, my coworker told me this insane story. You know how there's like these community Facebook pages, like a neighborhood has a Facebook page. Mm-hmm. On her neighborhood's Facebook page, someone posted a frozen cat.
Like dead?
Yes. A frozen cat as a way to find the owner of the animal.
Oh my God. Trauma.
Listener, if your jaw has also hit the floor, then you're right on the same page with us. Because why would you do that?
Why would you do that? Is this your... Like, this was her Facebook group.
This was her Facebook group. No, my neighborhood would never. Yeah. My neighborhood would never. Yes, they posted the frozen cat. Like, oh, is this anyone's cat? And the owner found their cat from that post.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, I don't know if I'm happy for that or...
No, I would just rather think that they're gone. Instead of having, respect their body.
Yeah, that's
oh my God.
Because what do? Do you take the frozen? You know what? I don't want to know.
Exactly. What, you just take a shovel? You just gonna go scrape your cat off the sidewalk and then no, I just don't want to know.
And does the vet like take it in that? You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, I guess now that you mention that, I guess it's already preserved. It's
right. So I'm like, so what do we do here? Like,
just have the funeral on the sidewalk.
Yeah, well, you know how like people put the little like crosses and fake flowers up when like a construction worker does, or like a biker dies. You could actually that would be kind of cute, I guess.
Exactly.
But the picture wasn't necessary.
It's not necessary.
You could have just described the cat.
Exactly. You couldn't have asked your neighbors, did anyone lose their cat before just putting it?
Because what a way to also find out that your cat is dead.
Exactly. Like, oh my god, I would be shattered.
I would
I
be
would be
shattered.
shattered. I'd be taking FMLA. There's no way
And
if I
would.
found out that my like, oh my god,
Biggie goes
no.
to the vet and I have to take 3 days of leave because of how stressed it makes me. So, I can't imagine him, like, passing away. He's gonna live forever.
Exactly. Exactly. They're always gonna live forever. And
Like,
now
that
they'll
doesn't
be
happen.
immortalized on the internet because they were an
'Cause you wanna take a
icicle,
picture
like,
of a
poor
fucking
thing.
frozen that's weird. I
Yeah.
don't wish that
And
neighborhood well.
it was probably some older person like, "Oh, no." Like, that's probably the first picture they took all week, like, their camera roll is just empty besides, like, their 2 grandkids and that one photo of their frozen cat, like,
And now it's a
it's but, like
conversation piece too, like, they are literally gonna bring it out at dinner, like, "Look what I found." I'm like,
right. Like,
"No,
this is not
no,
a happy
that's
discovery, there was
not
other ways to
maybe
handle.
let's actually never talk about this again." Like, I just
Right. I'm so sorry. Like, have but I bet you the kitty chow is real nice at the repast, I'm sure.
I mean,
It's
yeah, I would
it
hope
has some meow mix at the
some
repast.
salmon, perhaps, some
Mhm.
tuna tartare, like, I just
Right. Oh god. In their honor.
RIP to that cat though, for real.
Right, right, honestly, yeah, honestly, that's again, so stay inside because it's
Stay
cold as
inside 'cause
hell
it's
in
cold, cats is
Chicago.
freezing.
So, yeah,
Jesus.
it's really, really scary, I know. No, my
Um,
boys stay inside. Marlon looked at me, I said, "Marlon, you wanna look out the window?" He said, "Bitch, who are you talking
who are you
to?
talking
Like,
to?
who are
Biggie's the
you
same way.
talking
He's
to?"
from Texas. He's from
Right.
Mexico by way of Texas. He's like, "I don't do this."
Yeah,
Like,
what?
he probably is he's not. It's like, he probably sitting on his heating pad right now, but no. He's just
I love it.
no.
I love it.
He doesn't do this weather, so.
Yeah, no, I bought my cat off Craigslist, and he's like, "I've
Oh,
struggled enough. I'm staying inside." Yeah, I bought him off Craigslist for $5 in college.
wow.
Yep,
I miss when we used to sell
yep.
animals probably kind of illegally on Craigslist. Like, those are the best animals now. Like, they're the most,
Exactly.
like, I don't know, just, like, they're the most, like, okay because 'cause they've been through some shit.
Yeah,
These designer
they
dogs don't know how to
they don't
fucking
know.
do shit because they haven't been through anything, and that's the real
Right,
that's the real tea.
they've had too much gentle
Too
parenting at the
much
breeder, they don't know a
privilege.
damn thing. Too much. Mm-mm. They only take wet food. Bitch, you don't have no wet food money. Like,
Child,
anyway.
I gave my dog wet food this
Anyway.
morning. It was a mistake.
Oh, God.
Now he's gonna expect it every day. We don't actually have it
See?
like that, Biggie. Oh, there you go. Hi,
See?
Biggs, I love
No.
you. You're not gonna get
My
to talk
gosh.
about me.
Right. No. In front of all your company. I used to hate when my mom would do that. Mom, I love you, but I used to hate when she'd be like, you walk through the room when they were visiting somebody or they have company over and they're like, there she goes now. They just start talking shit about you. Like, Dick, I didn't do anything. I just
God
came in here for
damn!
some fruit
I
snacks.
just want a
I didn't do
water.
nothing. Right.
That's crazy. Why
Gosh.
y'all do us like
Oh,
that,
I guess that's their grown folks' business because that's the only time they could kiki with their friends. And then you
baby?
had the nerve to walk through.
This is my
You
time.
walking right, girl.
Well, should we jump in? We have a lot of exciting things
We
to
do,
chat
we do.
about.
'Cause I can talk about cats for forever, so
Hey, y'all, it is Brittany from the future. We finished recording this episode and realized that it made sense to give it to you in 2 parts, which we're so excited about. So, what you're about to hear is our View from K12 segment where we're talking about the Traitors, the Summer House Season 10 trailer, and all of our thoughts about award season and Oscar noms. So, we hope you enjoy that. Now, we're going to move on to what is probably actually our favorite segment, I feel like, of
I
the
think so.
podcast, which is the View from K12. This is where we talk about what we're watching, what we're reading, what we're listening to, and as we mentioned at the top of the pod, we're watching a lot, watching and listening
Mhm.
to a lot. I have not finished a single book yet. It's the 24th day of the year. Hopefully by the time this actually comes out, that won't be true. It's just like I've just been so enthralled with TV.
Wait, I'm
So
sorry.
first,
How many books do you normally finish by this time of the year?
probably 3. We're 3 weeks
Bitch,
in. Probably 3, yeah.
my
Like
dumbass.
a book a week usually.
A book a week. A book a
Probably,
week.
like 7 to 10 days, yeah. Yeah,
Oh
a book
my
a week.
god. Who are you,
Yeah.
Hermione Granger? Damn.
And
Okay,
damn, okay.
congrats. Wow.
You said
I'm sorry,
congrats.
I love that for you. I have a whole ass learning disability. I cannot read that fast. I'm
I
reading the
just
same
it's
6
really
pages for 4 days.
the 6 pages.
I tried so
I
hard.
I love to dissociate. That's really what it is. And
Ah,
there's no better way to dissociate than getting lost in a book or a TV show. So this is why my like media intake is so high.
I love this for
I
you
don't
and
know
for
what I'm
us.
running away from, but yeah, you guys, yeah, the pod benefits, so it's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, it's fine. But Traitors will help you get there. So as you were saying, I'm sorry.
Oh my
Continue.
god, Traitors is back. I just need everyone to watch Traitors, please. Although I feel like a lot of people did do that this year, and they're like, "Bitch, this is not as good as you said it was." And I know, okay, because it's been a shaky season, but I think we're turning it around. We're on episode 6. Was the episode 6
Mhm.
that just came out? So we probably got like 4 or 5 more maybe, plus a reunion. I think the tides are turning. This is the first season that I've watched where I'm rooting for the Traitors to win.
Mhm.
I want them to win. And these aren't like spoilers. We learned who the traitors are in the first episode. It's Rob Roush from Love Island, which I didn't watch this season. Candace Dillard from Real Housewives of Potomac, which I love her, and then Lisa Rinna from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I love that there are no
Oh.
gamers. Usually there's like a gamer and a like housewife or a Bravo person as a traitor. I love that it's all like lowbrow finger quote reality TV people. I think they're doing a pretty good job.
Mm.
This is season 4 of The Traitors. And this season, I think more than the past ones, has really highlighted the everyday workplace microaggressions of that Black women. I mean, a lot of different people have to navigate it, but we are 2 Black women, so we don't talk about our Black ass lives.
Clock it.
It highlights the everyday workplace microaggressions that Black women specifically have to navigate. And I've been able to like somewhat ignore it in the past seasons, but it's been so blatant in this one. First, I feel like we vote off a Black
Mhm.
person every single week. Besides, Donna Kelsey was on it, Travis Kelsey's mother, and Taylor Swift's future mother-in-law. She was also a traitor and like got voted out. But besides that, every other person that's gotten banished every week has been a Black person. And the people that are banished,
Damn.
yeah, and the people that are banished get voted by their peers. So like it's not like the traitors are killing Black people. So it's like literally their their non-Black peers are literally voting them off. And
Mm-mm.
it's really glaring this year because the
Mm-mm.
reasons are stupid. Like Tiffany from Big Brother got voted off. She was like kind of one of the last gamers to get voted off. And it's like the way Colton Underwood from The Bachelor came at her was just like very racist, frankly. Like, well, you have an attitude and you're smart. And basically, I feel insecure because you're so fucking smart. And so
What?
instead of saying that, I'm going to say that you're a traitor and that you are crazy and get everyone to vote you off. And like even there's like a singer
Girl.
songwriter Eric. I don't know what he sings or what he writes. I'm not familiar with this man, but I'm sure he's iconic. I don't know him is the point. He was confusing like 2 Black women's laughs. He's like, oh, this must be this Black woman, which is kind of like him saying like, oh, Black women sound the same because he was wrong
Bitch.
about who. Yeah. And then people don't like Ron, who unfortunately on the most recent, by the time this comes out, this will be old news. But Ron got voted out on the last episode. Who he's a Black comedian. I can't remember his last name
Mhm.
right now, but he's great.
Fuchs, I think? I
Yeah,
follow
like
him.
Bunches or something like that.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
he's on it, and people have not liked him since episode 1 because he was wrong about who he thought was a traitor, and people like have not gotten over it. But plenty of other white men have also been wrong about who they thought was a traitor, but we're not mad at any of the white men. So it's just
Mhm.
really giving microaggressive mess. But the show's host, Alan Cummings, who is phenomenal host, gives us great
I
looks, great
love.
actor, said in an interview with Kelly Clarkson this week that we are turning the ship. So I
Okay.
expect the ship to be motherfucking turned, and if not, I expect Andy Cohen to get the girls together for this reunion. I love that the Traitors does a reunion. I love that
Mm.
Andy Cohen hosts it. So I expect the Blacks to come prepared and ready to read a bitch because
Hell
what we are
yeah.
seeing is very microaggressive. But I still think you guys should watch it. It's literally the best. It's the best show on television. I love it so much. It's so good,
I'll
guys.
definitely take a look. I know you've been telling me for years I need to watch it, and I think that my capacity to watch TV is not as high just because my schedule is so busy.
Mhm.
But I really do want to watch it, especially because Bob the Drag Queen was on like the last one, right?
Yes, and this
I
time
fucking
we
love
got
him.
Monet Exchange, who is unfortunately gone now. Yeah,
See,
yeah. I'm telling you, they're
see,
getting rid of the blacks. I don't like it. I don't like it. That one was the traitor's
I don't like
fault,
it.
but
It's
still.
giving like auction. Sorry.
Okay. And then also like it's a strategy game, but it's also a social game, and often what happens with social games is black. Well, she's standoffish. I can't relate to her. Bitch,
Mhm.
did you try? Did you try?
Right.
As someone
Right.
who got this at every full time work like job I've had, I'm not really a grateful black woman. I'm not really like a happy go lucky extroverted black woman. So yeah, I get this like you seem mean, you seem standoffish. Like first of all, I am mean, and second of all, like I'm just introverted. Like I know I do a lot of talking on this mic, but like if I don't have anything to say, I just don't say anything. Like I don't feel the need to fill the room with air. And I think
Mhm.
people are really I think some people are intimidated by that. And that's
A
exactly
lot of people are. A lot of
yeah,
people are. A lot of times black women are not allowed to be shy or introverted. And a lot of people there have been studies that show like a lot of times people just read our facial expressions in an inherently negative way. So if
right.
I'm shy and I'm also sitting here with a blank face, that doesn't mean that I'm a bitch. It means that I like you said, I might not have anything to add. Or I might
Right.
think what you said was stupid, but I'm smart enough to not just say that in a professional setting.
Exactly. I can't help
Sorry,
it
that
that
hit
I
me.
have right? Clock it up. I can't help that I have RBF. And this is also probably a conversation for a future podcast episode, but there's a reason
Yeah.
that I now, run my own consulting firm where almost none of my clients are white. So, it's just a
Say that.
microaggressive hell that I don't choose to be in anymore. Like,
Yeah. I love that for you. I'm
um,
definitely going to watch because I could also see Alan come is it Cummings with an S
I think so.
at the
Well,
end?
black people put an S on the end of everything, so I don't
This
actually
is true.
know.
Barnes& and Nobles.
Nobles, Kroger's.
Barnes& and Nobles, right.
What's wrong with us?
Gosh, we're so bad. Aldi's.
Aldi's. That one really
Aldi's
hurt
is a
my heart because I was like, no, it's Aldi's. Maybe it's not.
it's not. I
Wow.
don't know why we're like that. I
Well,
really don't know why.
it is Trader Joe's. It's not Trader Joe's, it's
See?
Trader Joe's. So sometimes we be right, but most of the time we
Mhm.
be wrong.
And most of the time, we should be right anyway on a technicality because it sounds better with the S. Anyway, so Alan
Exactly.
Cummings, I could see he's a bi icon, so I could definitely see him being a wonderful host and gathering
Oh my god.
people.
He's great. The looks he gives us, he's so good. Like
Yes.
I can't think of like a better. I watch a good amount of I watch a lot of reality and I watch a good amount of game shows. And like I also like Jeff Probst on Survivor, but him as like
Yeah.
his personal views, like he's a little too loud about that now. So now that's changed it a little bit. Although I will be watching Survivor 50 when it starts next month. Because,
50. Bitch, did you
yeah,
just say Survivor 50?
50. Yes, I
Oh
gotta
my
tap back in.
God.
I don't think I've watched since 40, but I'm tapping back in because it's 50. So like, I guess I tap back in every 10 years.
They're like the now music compilations. Like, now this is what I call
Yes,
music 189.
yes,
I'm like, what?
yes.
Okay, anyway. Wow. And then this is Colton, the gay bachelor, right? The one who hopped over
Yes,
that fence like a
girl. The
bitch.
one who jumped over the fence. And let us not forget the one who dragged that woman, Cassie, to date
Yes.
him for like a year or two when that Negro knew that he was a gay man. And instead of being like, damn, I'm gay and I just need to accept it, he put a tracker on that bitch's car. He stalked her. He bullied her online. This man was crazy. I will not let you
Mm,
motherfucking forget. The North remembers. I will not let the girls forget
mm,
because we are acting
mm-mm.
like, oh, he did Colton from Netflix and Colton. No, bitch, I don't give a fuck how many nice ass, brooch ass sweaters you put on. I remember because
No.
his outfits have been very good in this goddamn season. But I remember Colton. I remember, and
No.
if Colton has no enemies, then I am dead. Okay, because I remember. I remember. And I just hate how he's really running things right now, and I hate it. I want him gone. I want him gone.
Now I'm gonna watch so I have something to hate. I love
Exactly.
it.
See, it's great. It's
I need
fun.
something else to hate
It's
on.
something to
I need
hate.
something else to hate
And it
on.
drops
Mm,
one up after they drop like usually 3 to 5 kind of together, and then they do one
mhm.
until the so I also like
Yes!
that. Yes, because it becomes appointment television. Like
Yes!
and
Bring
it's like
back more episodic TV.
yes, and
Yes.
they like really like they have figured out how to edit and cut it at the right place. So we don't
Mm,
always get it's formulaic, but we don't always get a murder at the end of the episode. Well, we always get a banishment, but it's like it's not always necessarily like this huge cliffhanger, but it is like this good like, oh, I wonder what's next. Like it's just and
mm.
it makes me excited. Like I clean my house and then I sit down, usually once an edible is hit, and me and my dog really likes Alan's like voice or something. So he will sit on my lap and just like watch. Every time Alan comes on, he'll like look at the TV, like, oh, what's this guy saying? Like,
I love it.
it's a great
Because
time.
you know what, low key, Biggie, your dog, is also a little bit of a fashion icon, so I see it. He's probably
He
like getting inspiration,
is.
like,
Yes, he's like, oh, that would look good, mom. I'll wear a hat if it looks like
yes,
that. Yes.
yes, I fuck
Love
with
it.
that. Oh my gosh. Speaking of like dogs and their parents doing
Right.
okay, I know I brought up the dogs because I was thinking of the really cute little dachshunds from Summer House, who are some of my
Yes.
favorite new cast members.
Yes. I forget their names, but they're really cute.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but they're adorable, and I'm sure that Amanda will get custody of both of
She
them,
better.
but only if you are ready to talk about the Summer House
Yeah.
trailer
Oh
will
no,
I
let's move
continue.
on to the Summer House season 10 trailer, which drops,
It's
I don't
finally
know. It's finally here. Summer
finally
House
here.
season 10. We have had the season 10 trailer dropped, I don't know, recently is the point.
Yeah.
It has been 10 years or at least 10 seasons of this white mess. Babies have been born, engagements have started and ended, friends have broken up and made up, and just the new trailer gives us so much that I'm kind of like, where do we go from here? I didn't even miss
Mm,
Paige. Like I
yeah.
didn't even miss Paige after. I'm like, oh wait, this is fine.
Mm.
This is fine. It's
Because we said this in a previous episode, she's gonna pop back up. I mean, she's going to pop back up. She's bound to. This if Danielle keeps coming through that door, then Paige is definitely going to pop back
definitely
up.
coming
And so is
through.
Gabby. But I will say there was so much packed into that trailer that I agree with you. I almost was like, oh shit, wait, we're missing some key people.
Yeah.
And didn't realize it till the end. But I do wonder if after this it's kind of done.
Yeah, there's been some speculation that like, oh, because they're bringing on like 3 or 4 new people, and they're like, oh,
Mhm.
they're gonna try to do like a Vanderpump. Like a few years ago, Vanderpump Rules had a bunch of new cast members and old ones, and the goal was to let these new cast members slowly take over and become.
Mm,
They've now since done that again on Vanderpump Rules. I haven't watched the new version. I don't know that I will,
mhm.
but with Vanderpump, it didn't work the first time because like someone was racist, someone was homophobic. Like they didn't do their due diligence. They picked a bunch of
Ah,
people with lots of skeletons, not so much hidden. So I'm hoping that they casting did a little bit better this time, and maybe these new people will carry the torch, especially with
yeah.
the new show, The City. I don't know if it's actually called The City or it's like Life in the City. It's like something like that. Is coming out, I
Yeah.
think, later this year, and that's rumored. Not even rumored. I think it might be confirmed. Amanda, Lindsay, and Kyle are all on that,
Oh,
which is wild. So, like, did y'all already film it? So I'm like, how much of this divorce are we gonna
see,
get?
this is my prediction. My prediction is this is the same thing that happened with Paige and Craig. They broke up in the off season. We're going to see that the build up to it, and
Oh,
then that's going to open the city. So
yes.
I think towards the end of the season, like for most of the season, we're going to see Kyle and Amanda just bickering, going back and forth. It will probably end with them deciding like this is it. We don't know what's next for us, or midway through they might actually break up or something like that. Like I don't know.
Mhm.
There's going to be a ton of tension between them. It's going to end with them finally ending. And then I
Mhm.
bet you the city is them starting out their new lives separately together. We're going to see Kyle going to soft bar a
Oh,
lot.
yes.
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
the vision. I do. I see the vision. I
Yeah.
think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, that is what it gives.
Mhm.
And then we get to see Amanda's dating journey. I don't really think Amanda's gonna date
Yeah.
anyone, and that's fine. But we get to see
I
her
can
be
see
like
it.
a girly pop in the city. I mean, clearly so many people find her attractive, like on the show, like her own
Yeah.
castmates. So I don't know if anyone would that feels a little tacky to then go like even to be like a rebound, but I
Yeah.
support the mess of it all.
I support it. I support it. I think she's so pretty, and I feel like
So
this is gonna be her, like, I hope that the city is going to be similar to not The Hills. Is it The Hills? What's the one that Lauren Conrad did when she
oh
left?
yes, the hills.
The
Mhm,
Hills, where
mhm.
it's like that, where this is her launching pad, and
Yes.
same with Lindsay Hubbard and Paige. Get Gabby back in there. Like that's really what's missing
Yes,
right
get
now.
Gabby back. Yeah, because we did say we wanted to see
Yeah.
more of their lives, and for people who aren't familiar with Summer House, these rich white people, for the most part, get a house in the Hamptons every summer, so they spend every weekend there in the summer, basically from, like, June or July to like Labor Day or whatever. But
Mhm.
they all, for the most part, live in New York City. And so at first we were like, well, we want to see more of their life in New York City. And they've started to splice that in a lot more. But it's so
Yeah.
disjointed that it's like it makes sense for them to have this kind of rollout show that is just focused on their city lives the other 9 months out of the year instead. So I don't
Mhm.
know if it's already filmed or if it's filming. My guess is honestly that it's actually probably filming like a March to May, and
Yeah, that
it
makes
will
sense.
lead into like, so like we get last year, we're gonna get Summer House and what happened in last year, and then we'll roll in as Summer House is ending, we'll roll into the city, kind of like you said.
Mhm.
And then the city we'll get a break, but the city will essentially roll us back into Summer House 2026, which will
Yeah.
come out in 2027.
Yeah.
But
Ugh.
yeah, besides the Kyle and Amanda of it all, yes, I think their separation will be apparent. I think there was a scene in there about like kids. Why are we still not having kids? Or Kyle, it's probably because you're like 42 and still act like a kid. So why would she want
Honestly,
essentially a third kid? Because she has two dogs already. A dog is like having a toddler. I know the moms will fight me on that, but that's what it feels like to me. To
it's
me,
our opinion.
it's my opinion. Like, he feels like a toddler sometimes, except he don't really talk. Although he do be trying to talk back. But yeah, I think Amanda being like, I can't have a child with you will kind of be Kyle's like, oh, what are we doing then? Which is
Mhm.
crazy. And then we also see Sierra and Wes potentially going for round two. I can't decide if I
Yes.
like this or not. I really liked them together. I also really want to root for Wes because he's from Columbia, Missouri, where we went to school.
Mhm.
And he's just like really unapologetically like down for Missouri, the way I am also unapologetically down for Missouri and Indiana. And so I like that
Mhm.
about him. There's something nostalgic about him. I wasn't nice to the white boys like him in college, but there's something nostalgic that I appreciate about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. There's also Jesse Solomon, who I think needs to focus on anything but his singing career. So
Oh shit. Oh
it's not even
shit.
that you can't sing, Jesse. It's just like I don't think that's the move for you, babes. Like,
Yeah.
who's your manager? Let's talk. Let's chat.
I bet you he doesn't have one.
I know nothing about the entertainment world, but I feel like I could do it.
Yeah, I think you could.
Fine, whatever.
Trust her. Trust her. Trust. I think the reason why Wes gives like frat boy who could talk to black people or who has black
Yes.
friends.
And he
You know?
clearly has black friends. Yes. That
Yeah.
matters. Like there's a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
The girls listening
Yeah.
that no, there's just a difference. Like,
Yeah. I think in the first season that Wes and Jesse like appeared together, they were all having a party. I'll never forget this. And it was like Paige, Amanda, and Sierra were all talking about them, and they were like, "Who, Ma, if you're listening, earmuffs." They were like, "Who do you think would be a better lay?" And they were like, "Well, Wes would definitely get you there," and Jesse would be like, "All right, did you finish?"
did you yes, yes.
Yeah,
And it
it's
gives that. It gives that
it gives
energy.
that. It gives that.
Like,
You know,
even
Wes
though
is just fun.
yes, even though, like, Jesse, like, I think physically, I would, like, go I love a tall man. I have this thing.
Mhm.
I tell all my guy friends this, I'm like, "I'm not about to argue with you and be looking eye to eye." It's just not gonna I like lose respect for that. I like lose respect for you. Like, I have to look up at my man, and I like it that way. Like, he's not the boss of me, let's be clear, but, like, I'm just not about to argue with you and, like, we're eye level. That's just
That's real. That's real.
I can't do it. And so I wouldn't take Wes seriously, but Wes does feel like someone that like I would be friends with and then be like, let's give it a try. And
Mhm.
then the
Mhm.
try would be good. And then he would still fucking embarrass me because what do men do? Embarrass you. Okay. It always
True.
always goes back to it. Like, yeah.
I don't know. I did really like them together. I feel like they were having fun. I feel like Sierra is silly in the same way that Wes could maybe be silly. And yeah, I get like he did some interviews after his first season that like probably didn't feel great, but they all do that. And I just feel like,
Right.
I don't know, I would be okay with them trying it again,
Yeah. I
honestly.
think the fame got to him a little bit. And I'm hoping that now we're what? This your third season on TV? Like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta be
get
a little
it.
cooler now. And you also like have a full-time job now. So I think he really had to like
Right.
he had to do whatever he had to do to stay on TV. He had to get a check.
Hmm.
He don't gotta do that no more.
Yep. You got your money. I'm mad
Go
at
fuck
it.
all you want, you know?
Yeah. Lock in, as the children say. Lock
Lock
in.
lock in, clock in. But yes, very excited for the season 10 trailer. We'll link it in the show notes if you are a fan of Summer House or want to become a fan of Summer House. You don't have to watch all 10 seasons. Like
Yeah.
they do enough flashback and they don't really depend on the previous season so much where like you can just lock in where you need it. Bravo, that's good. That's probably true for most Bravo shows, to be honest. Like I think people get daunted with like, oh, Housewives, there's so many. They're on season 15. Just lock in wherever you want to lock in. It's fine.
And also Bravo, shout out to Andy Cohen, because in my mind he is just at home working on Canva and making these posts himself, but I know that's not true. I know it's not true. But Bravo does these like catch up posts on their Instagram for like every show. So like if you really want to catch up on all the drama, like they have all of the episodes and the specific ones you should watch. Yeah, do one of those if you feel like binging and then jump right in with us. Something else we could jump. Go for it.
Actually, Bravo, if you're listening, like, and you know, long shot, you guys should do that for the Kyle and Amanda breakup. Like, you did it for Ariana and Tom on Vanderpump. Give us the episodes that we need to look at. The wedding episode, the episode where she refuses to sign a prenup. Now I'm really nervous for her because she refused to sign that prenup, but she quit her full-time job to go work for that man's company that is millions of dollars in debt. That's a different that's a different issue.
Oh no, lover boy.
Free my girl Amanda. Where's the love? Where's the love? But Amanda made that like, so I hope she has the best lawyers. I think her family's rich, so I think she'll be okay, like to lawyer up and things. But just an idea, Bravo. If you're listening, go ahead and give us a
breakdown
for that, for which episodes we need to watch of the Kyle and Amanda of it all, because we've seen them all 10 seasons. She was like
they also
25 when we met her.
I know, and he was screaming at her in that. Anyway, didn't they have a clause in her, like her parents had a clause where like if they broke up at some point, like right after the wedding, that he would have to pay them back. Kyle would have to pay them back for the wedding or something.
And
like
I think that that's eventually why they got the prenup to a point where it kind of made sense for both people. But Kyle didn't like that, and so they didn't sign one at all. So now, like, just a little technical news for people who don't know. Like, I think people like gasp when they are like, oh, prenup. You're assuming you're gonna break up or whatever. A prenup just says who gets what. Like it already exists. If you don't have a prenup between you and your partner, your spouse, it just defaults to whatever the state that you're in or got married in, or where you reside in does instead. So like I think the of it all, of the word prenup, really got to Amanda specifically, and I'm just hoping it does not bite her in the ass now that we're like 5 years later and it didn't work out.
But usually if you don't have a prenup, like the person who doesn't have as much like equity or as many assets, like usually they make out ahead.
Ideally, if that's what the state. So like I was real deep into Rachel Lindsay's divorce. Like in California, because they had been together so long, like, it's basically like half. So like there's a lot of things that Brian, her now ex-husband, did not do for her to make the money that she made, but he still got half. I think he got alimony too for like a year or two. Like,
damn.
I'm sorry, if I have to pay a man alimony, I'm pissed.
Yeah, damn.
Just the patriarchy of it all. Like, okay, sure, in theory, in this situation, I did better financially, but like,
I have to pay you.
Like, I have to pay you. It don't sit right with my spirit, child. It don't sit right with my spirit.
It ain't right.
It's not right.
It ain't right. Truly. Well, should we take a break for some non-ad ads on that note?
Girl, these ads. So this podcast is brought to you by our own wallets. But if any of these brands are listening, or if any other brands are listening and want to sponsor us, you can reach out to goodhometrainingpod@gmail.com for the hookup. So the company, yes, that I want to talk about today is Be Rooted Co. It's a Black woman-owned stationery company by Jasmine Foster. I am a dated planner girly. That's probably unsurprising to most listeners. Very type A, very organized. And I also love a big hanging calendar at my desk, so I can always kind of like think about my week ahead, things like that. For the last few years, I've bought both of these things from Be Rooted and have absolutely loved it. It's thoughtful design. It's great depictions of like Black women. It's both artistic and functional. It like has like little check-ins of like, what's your mood for this week? How are you doing? And it just like, it supports like a mini check-in or like a mini kind of like meditation moment. And then also like checking off your to-do list. So I really, really love them. I know we are not supporting Target right now, but they did just come out with a line in Target. And before y'all even start, because there's been a lot of this lately online, like, why are all these Black people doing things at Target? From a behind the scenes marketing perspective, it's very likely that they signed these contracts before we decided that we were boycotting Target, and they are simply fulfilling their contractual obligation. So it's nobody being anti-Black or anything. It's I hate when people say this, but it is unfortunately just business. But
Yeah.
you do not have to go to Target to support this organization. You can go to berootedco.com and buy from them. It's the same products as far as I can tell on both websites. So yeah, buy directly from the source. It's a really
Hell
great,
yeah.
really great biz.
Hell yeah. I love seeing their all their designs. They're really cool. And I do need a calendar. I need to get back to writing stuff down. So I will be visiting the site today.
Yay. Thank you to all of these organizations, businesses, for helping us stay pretty and organized. We love it.
Yes. We are pretty booked and busy this year. I have to pay you?
Like, I have to pay you. It don't sit right with my spirit, child. It don't sit right with my spirit.
It ain't right.
It
ain't right.
But you know what is right, baby? These Oscar noms.
Yes! Come on with the segue!
Yes! That's the best segue I've ever done.
Crushed it. You crushed it. Keep going.
Yes. So Oscar noms are live. They came out literally this week that we are recording, and Oscars are March 15th. And I'm like, wait, what am I doing? Okay, let me start with myself. I have made the decision. I used to really be into movies and like a cinephile and things. And then COVID just like kind of ruined it for me because I like going to the movie theater. I love the pomp and circumstance of it all. I love picking the seat, getting the popcorn. I love all of it. The bunch of crunch, which I literally cannot find anywhere except for a movie theater for some reason. Like, I just loved going to the movies. And then I kind of stopped. And so with stopping lately, when the Oscar noms for Best Picture come out, I don't really know these movies. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 of them, and I'm like, this all sounds like bullshit. So this same thing happened this year, unsurprisingly. But the difference is I agreed to watch every film in the Best Picture category, mostly fueled by hate.
Oh God.
Because I really want Sinners to win. So I just want to watch all of them so that I can come back on this mic and be like, Sinners is still the best film of 2025. So I will be doing that. And yeah, I mean, ideally I'll do like a little like recap on our Instagram if you guys are following at Good Home Pod on Instagram and Threads.
Good Home Training Pod. Good Home Training Pod.
I don't even know what our at name is. Good Home Training Pod. Who are we? Where do we exist? I don't know.
Where do we go? How do we move for this?
So yeah, I will be doing that. It's 10 movies. They're all over 2 hours, which like we need to talk about this. Who is it? The Academy? I don't know who's in charge, but we need to talk about this.
Someone's editor.
We don't need to be. Why? How come?
Y'all need to get Casey King in the booth because you all need to trim that shit down. Okay, shout out to our producer.
Like, you would hate to see it, but yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Ashley, you're gonna be doing this as well.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this journey. Oh my God.
It's happening. This is like the best thing. Yes, this is the best thing that could happen for you. Like, Ashley, you've probably seen most of these movies. Like, yes.
I am shaking with excitement. I'm like a baby. I just vibrate with excitement about movies. I fucking love them. Yes, I am very excited for you to go on this journey. I have seen of the 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are there? 10 nominees? Mm-hmm. I've seen 7 of the 10.
Oh wow,
so far.
Great. That's a lot.
But I'm happy to do rewatches with you. I'm also happy to do recaps because I think they're very fun. And we talked about also maybe just kind of doing individual discussions about individual movies on the pod.
Yes. So I will be taking
we can really
notes
dig in
during all of them. I might even because I think like a Marty Supreme specifically is only in theater still. So I'm gonna be taking my notebook, child. Like I was gonna say like I used to. I don't think I ever did that, but
she's going analog. We're all going analog for 2026. A true journalist in the field. Yay. Fuck yeah. Go to Alamo Drafthouse. They have the nice little tables.
I love Alamo Drafthouse. Right. I hate that it's in Wrigley though.
Same, dude. Same. Crazy. But they have free parking. That's nice. They do. They'll validate your parking. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Now, all listeners, don't slow down, slow down. Don't be going
Not
up
too
in
much.
there
Not
taking
too
all my fucking
much.
seats. Now, I'm
Although
just
to be
saying.
honest, I don't. It's right off the Addison Red Line, so I tend to take the train there anyway. But this is good to
Mhm.
know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good
They
to know.
validate your parking, and I love that they have a little snitch button. I love I can snitch on people because don't be. I
You
am
know what?
such a movie
Yeah.
theater Karen.
Like,
You be
shut up.
quiet.
Be quiet, Tiffany. This isn't and
Ah,
this isn't that. Go home if you want
right.
to do that.
Go
Okay, I'll have
home.
to remember that.
So anyway, yes, I'm very excited for you to watch all of them. I'm going to finish watching all of the Best Picture nominees, and then this year I really want to see all of the international films because usually those are truly some beautiful works of cinema, but I
Mm.
usually just run out of time. I don't always get to see them, and sometimes they're hard to find. And I'd also like to watch the shorts because I hear
Oh,
those are
yes.
easily digestible and usually really good. So, very excited to watch those and hear your thoughts about them. And I'm excited to hear more people's thoughts, or maybe I'm not excited. I don't really care about anyone else's opinions about Sinners because at this point, they got 16 nominations. They're the most
Nomination
nominated film in
and
history. That's
history.
incredible.
And I
Incredible.
do we think that is where it will end? Or do we think they will win for some things? And not like I can't remember every single category, but like not the throwaway ones where it's like, of course we're gonna give you music. Of course we're gonna give you, I don't know, costume design, like some of those
Hmm.
easier giveaways
Hmm.
instead of the big. I
The
want them to win
Yeah,
Best Picture. Like I want, and I don't want it on some like La La Land shit. I will never get over this. La La
that
Land
was
did La
wild.
La Land did not win. Moonlight won, but all the press after it was La La Land and Moonlight because y'all don't know how to print off a damn card correctly and read
Yeah,
it.
that was crazy. That was crazy.
I
Warren
don't.
Buffett, I've never forgiven you.
I
Um,
never.
is he still alive? Maybe
And he,
I gotta be careful.
and he was just looking. He was like, huh, like
Yeah, he's like, oh no.
knew it was wrong, but was just like, I guess I'm just gonna. That's crazy.
Be so I think I would just cry. I think if that were me, I would just, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry,
I'm so
everybody.
sorry,
Like,
I'm confused. And like run off
immediately
stage. That would have been better than reading what you knew was
guys,
wrong. That's insane.
bro, I would just fake a stroke or something. Like, I
Just
wouldn't.
pass out.
They would
You're
be
like,
like, she had an event. Yeah, like
it's fine.
like I just wouldn't. You would not. I would not admit to that mistake. But to answer your question, I do. Hmm. I do think that it will definitely win some of the craft awards. So like the design, the tech.
Mhm.
I hope, honestly, I hope because so much technical work went into the film with the sound design, with the editing, with the costume design, all of that. But if you're asking about the big money awards like best picture, best actor,
Yeah.
I don't really know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
And I say that because it's a rare year where we're having the good problem of so many good films
Yeah.
that it's a stacked category. Like best
Ugh.
picture, I know we all want Michael B. Jordan to win, or a lot of us want him to win. Our listeners probably really want him to
Yeah.
win. I think that he's in the running. I really truly do, but it is a stacked category, and the Academy. The tough thing about the Oscars, it's not the People's Choice Awards, right? It's
Mm-mm.
the Academy and all their peers, and so there's usually a lot of other nuance and sentimental stuff that goes into their voting.
Right.
So you've got a lot of people who are rallying behind Timmy Tim because he's one of the next greats. I do think that he's really good in Marty Supreme. He's great. And Leonardo DiCaprio is like an evergreen star. He's one
Yeah.
of our last like Hollywood leading men.
Yeah.
Um
And he gives us like the popcorn movies where it's just kind of like,
yeah.
oh, this is like everyone watch this. And also the really good, like I'm thinking of, oh, I can't remember it now. Killers of the Flower Moon. Is that what it
Oh
was
my
last year?
god, yes.
Like he
Yes.
the range, the range,
Oh,
the
the
range. I mean, he
range.
gives us both. Like, and
He
it like
does.
his Wolf of Wall Street performance like forever changed, honestly. And I know
Yeah.
that's not even like close to one of his best roles, but it's just like so good. Like,
Mhm.
so it is
Mhm.
stacked. I kind of forgot
It's
that Leo
stacked. It's
was on
tough.
the yeah.
And I can't remember who else is in the best actor category. Oh, I think Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent, which I haven't seen yet, but he's usually pretty good. So I think it's going to be really tough. I'd love to see him win, but I think it's going to be tough. And I don't know that Wunmi Masaku, I think is her last name. My
Yeah.
apologies if I messed that up. I don't. I think she was great. I don't know that her role was big enough to take that Oscar
Yeah.
nom or take that home. I'd love to see it. I think she was amazing, and I think we'll see more of her, so they
Yeah.
might not give it to her versus like Sentimental Value is such an Oscar baity movie, and I roll my eyes at that. Like a lot of
Mhm.
people loved it. It didn't move me, but it might take it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it gets Best Picture. And if nothing else, I hope it gets Best Original Screenplay. I think that's a really important one too. And we often overlook that. And
Mhm.
just in general, I'm sorry, I'm venting. Just in general, people have been saying like, "Oh, Sinners is snubbed. Sinners is being snubbed." Let's hold on because we got to remember, it's getting a lot of recognition in a lot of other ways,
Yeah.
right? So no, MBJ might not have taken home all of those awards, but it's remember how much thought and work like Ryan Coogler and his team put into actually constructing the movie, and it is still getting a lot of recognition that
Yeah.
way. So I don't know.
There's something to be
What do
said
you think?
about yeah, I agree. I think there's something to be said about being of course, I hope they win Best Picture. I also hope they
Mhm.
win for cinematography. I don't know that I
Yeah.
always watch movies with that and it's like, yes, I do, like, I appreciate the cinematography, but I don't know, like, from a technicality standpoint that I always watch or care, even when it's clearly well done. What I like is
Mhm.
that Coogler brought us into that process both while watching the film and, like, also after there was just so much kind of I'm gonna assume intentional educational marketing around it. Y'all, we did not know what shooting on whatever millimeter film. Like we didn't.
Right.
Most of us did not know what the fuck that meant until that man put out that fucking 5 minute video about that. So it's just like I like the idea of us being brought into that, us all having more knowledge around it, and then seeing a
Yeah.
film win for that. I think is really cool. All of these other
Yeah.
films could easily also give us that same behind the scenes, but respectfully, they didn't. And so I would love, at least not in the kind of cultural zeitgeist way that Sinners did. And
Mhm.
so I hope they win for something like that. I also just like a big fan of Ruthie Carter, also a big fan of Paul Tazwell,
Yes.
who I do feel was snubbed for Wicked for good, not being nominated at all. So just selfishly, I want to see Ruthie Carter get that. They also it's not the first time her and Coogler have worked together, so I just think they're good. The same way MBJ and Coogler go together real bad, I also feel like Ruthie Carter and Coogler go together pretty badly as well.
Yeah. They
And
did
I'm
Black Panther together, right?
yes, yeah. And I believe she won for that. And so it's critically acclaimed, right? There's a difference between critically acclaimed and award winning. And it
Mhm.
could be that at the come March 15th or March 16th, that it is the critically acclaimed film Sinners and not necessarily the award winning Sinners. I do love that Forever in History, though, it will be the 16-time nominated, Oscar nominated film, though. I think that
Say that.
I'm not on some like it's a blessing just to be nominated, but I do think it says something, and my hope is that
Mhm.
it says something to the right people, specifically with money, so that more
Mhm.
original films can be made in this way, where Black people respectfully are not being tropes.
Yes.
One
Yes.
battle after another, I am looking at you, um, because I have seen that
Real.
movie.
Real.
It's just I'm just like okay. And then my other thing, because it just feels right to like talk about, well, I didn't put it on here, but it just like feels right to mention, I think as Black people who enjoy film, we and even like music, we say this every award season, like these awards aren't for us, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I hear you and I agree, but also like if I'm the best in my bracket, if I'm the best in my class, I want the award for it. I understand why
Yes.
Beyonce won
Yes.
AOTY. Like I
Yes.
understand, and I'm very glad that she finally got it. And then it felt like a little bit of like of a here nigga damn type award, but I'm glad that she got it because what happens when we get it? Okay, actually, let's use this. Grammys last year, Beyonce won Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter and also Country Album of the Year. And they immediately changed the country category for like new alternative, whatever the fuck country, and then like
Right.
traditional country, which is a dog whistle
Right.
babes for white. And so, because when we do show up and outdo everyone in our class in the same realm as us, they immediately change the goal line. And
Yup.
so it's like, and then we do it again and better and still don't win.
Mhm.
And so, yes, it's just an award. Maybe like it's just awards. Maybe we shouldn't like hold so much stock into it. But like, I don't know. There are some things like, do I care? I mean, would I love for us to win like a Critics' Choice, whatever, in the podcast category eventually? Sure. But like,
Mhm.
I also believe in like I'm putting out a good product. Putting out a good product, so it doesn't define me. But if I'm worked to that level, I want the
Right.
big award, and I don't think it's fair
Right.
to tell specifically the Black people in the industry how to whatever microaggressions you've gone through as a Black person or a person of color listening to this. They have also gone through it too. Argu-
Yes.
Arguably, maybe
Yes.
as on a higher level and publicly, and had everyone comment about it. The least they
Mhm.
could do is want to win for being one of the best in their category. Like Beyonce is a
Absolutely.
billionaire, and I'm not gonna take my foot off her neck for that. And we still see the microaggressions in her career today. So it's just
Right.
like this idea that like we work this hard, we deal with all this bullshit and trauma, and we shouldn't care about getting accolades for it because it's like white owned or predominantly white decided. I just don't necessarily agree with that. I think if I'm good, I'm good, and I want to be NAACP, BET Awards is great, but respectfully, it's not the Oscars. Like I just
Yeah.
that's where I land with it. I know it's probably a pretty unpopular opinion, but it's just like I want to win. I want to be the best. I don't want to be the best of the Blacks. Again,
I wanna be the
respectfully, I
best.
want to be the best because most of these people fucking are the best. They just don't get recognized
Right.
for it. So,
Right. Right.
I wanna
And
be
that's
the
not
best.
even to devalue, I can 100% agree, because it's not even to devalue when you get recognition from your community specifically, like the BET Awards, or like we all know that Sinners is going to get a BET Award. We all know
Mhm.
that. We know that, right?
Right.
But it's just like sometimes it almost feels like a pat on the back from a
Yeah.
friend,
Yeah.
right? When really you wanted a promotion because you
Right.
worked your ass off.
Yeah.
I used the same tools as everyone else. I used the same pathways to success as everybody else. Ryan Coogler used the same type of film, the same type of cameras, the same type of like film acumen and everything else
Yeah.
as everyone else. I
Right.
don't want a pat on the back just from my friend who already knows I'm good. You know, like
Exactly.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's look at my work and compare it to this and tell me how fucking good I am. And same with Michael B. Jordan, right? Like I completely understand why he was feeling some or may I don't know that man. I don't know that
Mhm.
man. And he might be like, I don't ever want to talk to you because you called me corny once. And I'm sorry, Michael B. Jordan. Please come talk to me. Please, I'm sorry. My husband said it's okay. Not that I need
My
permission.
husband said it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. But I totally understand why he would feel some sort of way in not winning that Critics' Choice Award against Timothy Chalamet, because here he is having the same run of awesome movies. You know what I mean? It's like we do the same
Yes.
thing. Look at me at the same fucking level. Look at me in my eye and say that you recognize that I'm just as good. Yes, our whole community is going to rally behind him, but
Right.
when you're the best, you're the best.
You're
I
the
want to
best.
beat the best. And there's
Exactly.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like if you're a master in your craft, then you should be recognized as such
Exactly.
by the people. You want that top standard because that's the
Right.
standard that you're working towards. I don't see a
Exactly.
damn thing wrong with it.
Yeah, not to mention like they lose, like Black people often lose in this category or marginalized people lose in this category and they have to be grateful. You
Right.
can't
Mm-mm.
the way Adele could win album of the year and then go to press and be like, y'all should have picked Beyonce. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with y'all. Like
Right.
the way Timothy Chalamet, even because he literally did that what
Mhm.
last week, 2 weeks ago, can win something and be like, I'm really grateful, but like fucking Michael B. Jordan, are you kidding me? Leonardo, are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Like Black people can't
Yeah.
even do that. Like
Right.
so, I just
Right.
yeah, I just want to put
Right.
that in
Or
there.
it's applauded when someone else does it. It's applauded when Adele or when Timothy Chalamet does it. But if we don't do it, it's almost expected that we do it. Like when Angela Bassett lost a couple years ago for Black Panther 2,
Mhm.
and she seemed really sad and people were like, "Oh, she seems ungrateful." We're not even allowed to fully feel the full range of emotions in a loss.
Right.
Like, she's not standing up, she's not pulling a Kanye like this, I
No.
did this role. I'm hurt and I
Right.
feel hurt because I put my all into this. So
Exactly.
give these people their flowers. I don't
Yes.
know, man.
I hope
I don't
so.
know. I don't know. How do you feel about Wicked? Because a lot of people are very upset about that not getting any nominations.
I was really upset at first because the kind of like unwritten rule is that like sure the first movie when we know there's a second movie, sure the first movie gets nominated, but the second or the final movie is what gets like the pat on the back and things like that.
Mhm.
And so I'm surprised. So when they weren't winning last year, I was upset because I was like, this is the better act of the two. So if this isn't winning, what's going on?
Yeah.
And, it was like, "Oh, well, it's customary. They're gonna do them for the final one." And so to see that, like, "Nah, babes."
Oh my god, and nothing.
Like, not even Paul motherfucking Tazwell? I'm sorry. I like him as a designer is incredible to me. Like, also, if you are in Chicago, the Griffiths Museum is doing a Paul Tazwell.
The Museum of Science and Industry. Go on,
The
continue.
Museum of Science and Industry, you're right.
We ain't
It's
doing
the
that.
orange one. Yes. The Museum of Science and Industry is doing what is it called? An exhibit with
Mhm.
his clothing from Black Panther, maybe from Wicked, I don't want to lie.
I think so.
From the looks that he's also done, like what he did with Janelle Monáe on last year at the Met Gala.
The Met Gala?
So, yeah, if you're into that and you wanna see more of him, check it out. I know I will be doing that in the coming weeks.
Mhm.
But no, Wicked for Good, it's like, again, sequels are usually where we see the movie sweep, so to have them have nothing. And I kinda
Yeah.
wondered with, like, the first award shows that it came out, like, they were nominated, but they didn't win anything. And so it made me think, well, if they're not winning, are they even gonna be nominated for Oscars? And the answer is no. But then someone, I can't remember
Yes.
her name, Abby something, gave me she's a content creator, and she like recorded a video about this, and it was good perspective. She was like, "This is not a movie that was necessarily meant for the masses. Like, musical theater has historically not even been for the masses, and this is quite literally a movie about an outcast. So in what world was the keepers of culture, so to speak, gonna let an outcast movie get any shine?" And I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
Like, her whole point was like the movie was
Yeah.
meant to save, in finger quotes, the people who can identify with losing love, like an Elphaba, or like a Glinda. Well, I guess both, but like a Glinda in part two, or
Mhm.
being an outcast like an Elphaba, or changing your mind and going against the kind of grain and popular opinion like a Fiero. And I'm like, okay, well, when you put it that
Mhm.
way, yeah, a movie like this doesn't necessarily get that sort of shine. So, like, let it be
Yeah.
another one. Let it be critically acclaimed, and let that be enough. The only thing I feel sad for is I'm like, God, this is 5 years of their life. I think particularly Ariana's life, because she's not an actor first.
Mhm.
And so I just think, like, damn, that was 5 years of your life. Like, that's as a dancer and a performer, she also can sing really well. That's
Yeah.
significant. And for her to do this
Yeah.
role for 5 years and have to even appear like Glinda. I mean, she was blonde for a long time, like for 5 years, literally kind of become Glinda in a way, and then like kind of feel like you got nothing for it. I imagine that hurts. And now she's just gotta like
Yeah.
train and go on tour. Like, I think this
Yeah.
summer. So I'm just like, that sucks. That sucks.
I agree. I agree. I do hope that both of them it did seem like we talked about this in a different episode, but it seemed like they put their all and genuinely cared about those roles, and they put their all into it. And I hope, one can only hope, that they were able to take away something very healing, something very fulfilling from the experience. I know there's a lot of conversation about their looks and their weight. Ariana and Cynthia Erivo, like, I'm not going to comment on
Mhm.
that fully or like say an opinion on that. I think it, for people who are already kind of petite and you're doing 5 years of strenuous work like that, it makes sense that people would lose weight, but I'm not going to say anything else about it. But overall, I agree with you. I could definitely see how that would be really painful to not get that recognition. And I do hope that they are both able to take away just this feeling of pride in, they made so many people feel happy and
Yeah.
seen,
Mhm.
and so much joy around all the merch that was coming out, and even just the event of the rollout of the movies. Like, it really did touch a lot of people. I mean, the first, I cried 3 times watching the
Mhm.
first one. So I hope that they really got a lot out of it, even if it's not this formal like recognition. It kind of reminds me of Barbie, actually. You like how Barbie was this huge smash and everyone's like, "Oh, Barbie, like, it's gonna totally get nominated," and it really didn't. It
Yes.
didn't get, like, Margot Robbie didn't get anything,
Yeah.
like, I don't even think Greta Gerwig got any
No, not
nominations,
for director.
and sometimes, yeah, nothing. So, sometimes it's the bigger movie, the big blockbuster that means a lot to a lot of us. Like, sometimes that
That is
is
the award.
the award, and now I feel like a hypocrite because we just said all that stuff about Sinners, but,
Right.
like, I don't know, I feel for them is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. And it was like, not a remake, but I don't know, it's just different. I think maybe it's hard for people to get in. I feel like people don't like musicals to begin with,
Yeah.
so that's already a tough sell, but I
Yeah.
John M. Chu, you are I love you forever for what you've done for film as well. Like he's up there with Ryan
Mhm.
Coogler for me. Just very, very different filmmakers, but I'm excited to see what they all do next, I guess. And I'm thankful for that we had this moment with them. And to be corny, at the
Yeah.
very least, we've been changed for good because of it.
Because I need you. I have. Oh God. For good. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Do you do vocal warm ups before getting on the
I
pod?
don't. I usually drink tea. I usually drink tea, like I mentioned, but like, no. No, I'm like, should I? Should I be like,
Sometimes I do.
nah. Like with Sharpay and whatever that man is from, what is that movie?
Oh my
High
God,
School Musical?
Ryan.
Yes, so yes. Oh, not
Yes.
Ryan Coogler, the other one, the white man. Yeah, Sharpay Evans.
Yeah, her brother.
His
Yeah.
name was Ryan in the movie. Yeah. his
Yeah, I
name
think it was Ryan
That's
Evans.
crazy.
Mhm.
Her name was
Mhm.
Sharpay and his name was Ryan. They
Ryan,
really
like,
didn't
what's-
like him. That's crazy. They did
That's
not
what
like
it
him.
is. That's what. What else would his name be? Like Poodle?
Oh,
Like,
Sharpay, like
his-
Sharpay
Yeah.
gives. It's kind of the way my name's Brittany and my siblings have like slightly more interesting names that have meanings. But
Fair. That's fair.
So for another podcast, it's just childhood trauma that I don't.
Oh no.
Mom and Dad, I love my name so much. Brittany.
Oh my God.
So basic. I'm a 90s kid, so
I mean, I got
you got Ashley.
exactly.
Everybody, literally 90s,
everybody's named Ashley.
Everybody's named Ashley and Brittany. There are no other names. I know so many Ashleys. Like
it's fine. It's fine. We roll in packs. We're scandalous. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you're too young to listen to this podcast. So just saying. Gosh.
Amazing.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I find myself singing. I was singing Danger Zone today to you know Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I love Kenny Loggins. I don't know why.
I don't know
fun fact about me.
That's a very random. Like random, but
okay.
Not like, oh, of course, yeah.
It's good. Danger Zone is anyway. Well, I guess we can stay out of the danger zone of Chicago's weather. Do you want to close out?
Stay in the home. Stay warm. By the time it comes out, it still won't be warm, but hopefully it'll be a little warmer. That's all we have for today. We will be back soon, but until then, when you go out in the world, remember who you are, remember where you came from, and remember your good home training. Goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye. Put your gloves in your coat. Zip your coat up.
And put a coat on that dog. Put a coat on that baby.
Right. Put a coat on that baby.
Bye, y'all.